Salamun. Welcome to lecture 45. Heading of this lecture is Kaaba is not a house of Allah. So it's a part 1. So I have delivered around about 10-15 lecture about the subject of Hajj. And when YouTube removed all the lectures, they have gone. So upon the request of our viewer, I am again presenting with these lectures. So these are almost 11 or 12 because Hajj is coming. This religious business is coming now. All the mosques will be active. It's a $1 billion business in the name of Allah, in the name of Muhammad, in the name of Ibrahim. So that is the reason I think it is essential to open your mind, and I will provide you all the information regarding Hajj, Umrah, Zamzam water, Safa Marwa, and this black stone, Hajar Aswad, and cover all these things. So let me start today with this first part. So religious belief about Kaaba. The present building of Kaaba was built and rebuilt by different caliphs and kings throughout the history to prolong the rule of their dynasties under the pious refuge of God worshipping. So all the big business in this modern age, they are carrying out by the refuge or by the shelter or protection of the religion. It's a good business, because you don't have to spend anything. So fairy tales of Kaaba, what is the God's house they are saying. Scholars and historians say that the Kaaba has been reconstructed between 5 to 12 times. The very first construction of the Kaaba was built by the Prophet Adam. These are these. So what is the religious concept I am giving you? After that we will discuss Quranic concept. After this, Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail built the Kaaba. The Quraysh tribe who ruled Makkah rebuilt the pre-Islamic Kaaba in 608 CE. The Syrian army destroyed the Kaaba in Muharram 64 Hijrah date, and before the next Hajj, Abdullah ibn Aziz Zubair reconstructed the Kaaba from the ground up. In 74 Hijri, Al-Hajjaj bin Yusuf, with the approval of Umayyad Khalid, Abdul Malik bin Marwan demolished with Ibn Zubair, had added to it from the older foundation of Prophet Ibrahim, restores its old structure as the Quraysh had it. So he is saying that the Islamic literature I am not giving you from the Quran. So what Ibrahim had built, so they replaced that. Zubair, he replaced it and he followed the Quraysh, the tribe of Quraysh structure. By the 2nd of Zulhajj, 10040, the construction was taking place under the guidance of Sultan Murad Khan, the Ottoman Khalif. A major restructuring of the Kaaba took place between May 1996, October to 1996 by Bin Laden group under the supervision of the existing royal family. Turkish government took back old pillars Kaaba to Turkey because the Ottoman Empire had constructed the structure of Kaaba. Not only this, there are so many other things when the Ottoman power they built it. So now a reality of black stone. Would you believe this black stone or 2 billion people are the servant of the black stone? Look, imagine this pathetic nation. They are being controlled by a stone. 2 billion Muslims. Just imagine how they will come out from this ignorance, from the darkness. We cannot do that, but I'm trying. So 2 billion Muslims, and this stone was put over there by Tahar Makati, who was a Shia person. And he told this stone has come from the heaven. He put it over there. This is believed that black stone was brought from paradise by angel with Ibrahim was constructing the Kaaba. No angel came. Another stone was the Maqam Ibrahim, the station of Ibrahim, where Ibrahim stood for elevation while building the structure. Black stone was stolen and took to the east of Arabia and then Kufa in Iraq, and was broken. Abbasid Caliph forced them to bring it, and it was returned in the pieces of then it was kept together in silver casing. Some historian stated some pieces are still missing. So this is all fairy tales. Then Tawaf. A Muslim can circle around this square building 7 times clockwise during the ritual Tawaf of Umrah and Hajj. And circle and nowheres. It did not give you any destination. Either you have to go straight or right or left. So they put the circle over there. An Ismaili group called Karmashan, who had declared that the Hajj and Umrah were not acts of superstition, they decided to make their point by killing 10,000 of Hajjaj and dumping their bodies in the well Zamzam. So this group, Ismaili group, they did it. In November 1917, seizure of the house of God was carried out by a Muslim leader named Muhammad Abdullah al-Qahtani. The Saudi Arabian army, supported by the France through advisor and with the help of Pakistani army, ended the seizure. So this is I was not over there. Okay, the question arising, surprisingly, this house of God was damaged by flood, fire, demolished and attacked several times by Muslim kings and caliphs, but God could not do anything to protect this home. God is so weak. So this is the God of these religious people. Now, black cloth, kaswat. The house of God has been covered with black cloth known as kaswat. It is changed yearly basis with new cloth along the washing with essence of rose flower. In Pakistan, the management of Dada Ganj Baksh replaces the green cloth and washes the tomb with extract of the rose or flower on yearly basis. And same thing happening in India, Khwaja, Tom, he is also great saint. Now, key of Kaaba. It is reported that Angel Jibrail came down with more revelation, this time not in the form of Quran, but in the form an instruction to Muhammad, peace be upon. O Muhammad, get up and inform Uthman bin Tala that the key of The key to the Kaaba will remain with his progeny and family until the day of resurrection. Look what you can do. Tawaf, black stone, Kaswatul Kaaba, key. There are so many, things that 2 billion Muslims are being controlled by this, non-living things. Tawaf. Interestingly, Tawaf and the doors have been entrusted to all Muslim kings and rulers throughout the history of Mecca. Every Islamic leader, especially Pakistan, corrupt political religious leaders and barbaric military general, after coming into the power, immediately visit to Kaaba, Makkah, to make their previous meter of sin and crime to zero. All the 57 countries, they are coming. And to speed up the meters of future crimes and corruption program. At present, God House Kaaba is in a very poor condition because his square house has been surrounded by 5-star hotels and high-rise buildings of the royal family. So this is your house of God, and this is I have given you from the tradition, from the Sunnah, from the Islamic literature, and from the other sources. So this is the whole thing. Now, let me see what does the Kaaba mean. In the Quran, nothing is mentioned all about thing or the fairy tales I have given you. This is all mambo jumbo. In all above mentioned detail about Al-Kaaba, none is available in the Quran except the word Al-Kaaba. Let me make the analysis of this term from a lexiconic point of view and as well as by applying the Arabic language rule and regulation. The verse 595 has given the meaning of the term Kaaba. First of all, this is my way. If you have any question, if you feel that I could not explain properly or I twisted any meaning, you can write me back. We can discuss. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taqtulu al-sayyid wa antum hurman faman qatala minkum mutamaddan fajaza'u maslan ma qatala man 'ain yahkumu zu adli minkum hadaya balagul kabatu aw kafaratun ta'amul miskin aw adl zalika siyamun lajatku bal imra afalla amma salafa wa man aad fayankumullahu minhum wallahu azizul intiqam. So in this verse the word Al-Kaaba has come. This is. So I will first give you the knowledge what is a Kaaba. It has a Kaf, Bay and roots. It signifies a stem or a disc or a play. Bones are made in a square which is now formed. They have taken this word and for this their house of Kaaba they have used this. Or cubic form or ankle point or clarified butter or square or cubic building or chamber. Taqab signifies a girl's breast swelled or become prominent or protuberant and round. This also means Kaaba. Kaf, a joint or juncture or a place of division of the bones or the ankle bones or a cube or a piece of clarified butter or lump of dates. So this is also your knee, or this is also Kaaba because it is a movable, it is the best part in the body. Rajul Alil Kaaba, a man eminent or noble and successful in his enterprises. So this is the right meaning. The Quran has used it. It also signifying eminence, nobility, generosity. a house or a temple belonging to the tribe of Rabba, who used to orbit it or perform circuits around it. So it is the tawaf is the actually a ritual of the Arab before the Islam. They were doing this. So they bring their ritual plus some other ritual, they mix it. Now let me give you the translation. O you who are advocating for peace, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, it does not mean, O believer, no, who are working for peace, who are active for peace. Do not inflict or insult those who are in economic servitude. Do not kill them, do not make them slave or insult them. And now these people, Quran is saying this, and all your mosque, donation, charity and non-profit, they are doing this. Quran is saying it's insult. Make the economic system good. Economic servitude or prisoner of war, any kind of slavery, sexual slavery, economic slavery, job slavery, the Quran condemned it. But they find the solution, non-profitable. Zakat, Allah was angry, and now when you give the zakat, donation, fitrana, sadqat, then Allah will be happy because they are the representative of God. They are all parasite. So while you have been already prohibited to act in this way, Quran giving the example that we have already made the law, hurrama, prohibited it. However, insult or abuse them, if you insult, not killing over here, intentionally, mutamadan, will be penalized similar to that insult or damage. فَجَزَاءً مَثْلٌ مَا قَتَلَ. Whatever the language you use, or whatever you made the insult, or whatever you are, did injustice with them, same kind of punishment will be given to you. But it does not mean qatal, murder or slaughtering. Qatal means also knowledge. Qatal means also struggle. Qatal means also murder. Qatal also means insult. From the ampleness means of subsistence, min naam. The Quranic sources, Quranic economy system. And this decision will be done by judiciary. Look, you cannot make decision. Judicial system is there. In the right direction of guidance, hadaya, they will decide what kind of insult they have done. Then they will similar punish them, but not by these mullahs or whatever they are saying. If any person talks something, they kill him. So that it reaches balagha to eminence level, Kaaba. Eminence. Human eminence, human dignity, human nobility. This is the meaning of Al-Kaaba. It does not mean the building. It does not mean that Kaaba, the scale building, is Allah's house. No. It is do you think Allah is poor? And there's Kentucky chicken over there. Allah like that. So, Al-Kaaba means eminence, rule, lofty rules. Recompense, kufratun. Just like the deodorizer. You use to suppress the nasty smell. Or perfume. This is the meaning of kufr. The damages caused by the motionless economy. Not miskeen means beggars. Or, except the countries who have oil in the Middle East, rest all the countries or people in the Muslim world, they are all beggars. And this is done by our mosque. These are the den of the beggars. Economy, ta'amun. It doesn't mean eating. Or an act of equitable justice or like that. Look, Quran is making strong your economy. No need for any donation or charity. Just, this donation, charity appears in that society where the economy is not properly controlled or handled, or it is not based on the justice. So this should be your firm decision. Zalika sayam. Firm decision. Sayam doesn't mean som, the fasting, determination. So he may experience lazukku, the consequences of his evil. Whatever he done, injustice in the society, he should be penalized. Instruction. However, Allah's laws overlooked, forgive, what happened in the past. Amma Sahaba. And whoever will repeat, Waman Ada, Allah's law will track him for reckoning, Vayakannahum, following him. And Allah's laws are very novel and exalted and have the power to condemn it. Intiqam, to follow it. So this is the word Kaaba where I use eminent rules for justice, for economy, for everything. This is a Kaaba, it's not a building. And this is the Quran. In other words, Quran is a Kaaba. Now let me give you another verse where the Quran has used the word Kaabin. In verse 5-6, the Quran has used the word Al-Kaabin in the meaning of successful, eminent and noble enterprises. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu idh qumtus salata faghsilu wajhukum wa aydiyakum ila al-marafiq wamsahu bi rusulikum وأرجلكم الكعبان وأنتم جنب فطهروا وإن كنتم مرضى أو على سفر أو جاء أحد منكم من الغائط أو لمس النساء فلم تجدوا ماء فتيمموا صعيدا طيبا فامسحوا بوجوهكم وأيديكم ما يريد الله ليجعل عليكم من حرج ولكن يريد ليطهركم وليتم من نعمة. So this is Kaabin. Look the translation by Yusuf Ali. When you prepare for praying, wash your faces and your hands and all. Kaabin does not mean this. Your hand, your ankle, your feet. And Amsu does not mean, and Barosakam does not mean your head. To the elbows, rub your heads with water and your feet to the ankle if you are in a state of ceremonial impurity, bath your whole body. But if you are ill or on a journey or you are coming from the office of nature, you have been in contact with a woman and you find no water, then take for yourself clean sand and earth and rub there with your faces. So this is a translation. First of all, no wuzu concept in the Quran. I'll explain. And no prayer in the Quran. So if there is a no prayer, so what is the meaning of this translation? Okay. O you who are active for peace and safety, the Quranic ideology people. When you stand up or when you are pursue is kuntum. It does not mean you are going to the mosque and stand for the salah or for the praying. No, kuntum. When you stand up or when you revolt against the barbaric system to bring peace and prosperity, this is the meaning of. For the administration system of the Quran, it is salat. Following the Quranic system. Refresh, fasalu. It does not mean wash your hands and elbow and your feet. No, fasalu means refresh your minds, your intellectual. Look, wajuhukum. Waju mean face, it's a personality. And it is also meaning intellect. And power of the reason ayyadakum. So refresh yourself when you are going to implement or you are working for the peaceful system of the Quran, then you should be well equipped with the Quranic verses. You should know the meaning of that. It does not mean you do wudu or wash your hand or your head or your hand, nothing like that. Till these two forces, which forces? Intellect and reasoning, become your companion in the journey of this mission. Al-Marafiqu, Rafiq, your row. And imply either intellect or brain. Vamsahu birosakum. It does not mean you wash your head, no. Vamsahu. Use birosakum, your mind, your head. Use it. But they have closed their head. And walk, arjalakum, walk toward the successful and eminence enterprise, alal qaibeen. And when you make any enterprise, you have to check everything. It should go properly, This is the meaning of qaibeen. So when you go for any enterprise of the Quranic system, so you should be well versed. You should know what you are doing. And if there is any dispute or you have not clear vision, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ جُنُبٍ does not mean nature of call. It is when your mind is not clear. Then start to get clean or acquire purified situation of your mind. وَتَهَرُوا, distill water. If you have any, kuntum junuban, does not mean nature of call, then you wash, no. Pure, no. Means when you have a confusion, you don't understand the meaning of any Quranic verses or lecture you are going to discuss. So, fataru, first clear, go to the lexicon, go to the grammar, not go to the mumbo jumbo what they are saying. And if you are satisfied, kuntum marada. It does not mean you are a patient. You know they are using the word radiyallahu. It's the same word. It does not mean marid. And want to manifesto, Allah suffer. You know Ambassador Safir? He is the manifesto of his country. It does not mean journey over here. So they corrupted everything. First they brought this Kaaba and made their building, and then they said it's the house of Allah. And now they are saying, Allah suffer. Or if anyone of you overwhelmed with depression, or ja'adakum min al-ghayt, depression, any kind of depression. It does not mean that you have touched your woman. Or feeling of weakness or deficiency, la amsutun nisa, a nisa, proper noun, it is not a woman. It's your weakness. of your mind. You don't understand the Quran. So 2 billion Muslims, almost 2 billion Muslims, they are unsolved the Quran. They don't understand the Quran. Look, they put if you touch your wife, then you wash your body, nothing like that. And do not find freshness or guidance or enlightenment. Falam tajadu ma. Ma means where you find the flowing water, it's a freshness, enlightenment. It does not mean that there is no water over there and then you put the sand on your head, on your body, nothing like that. Valam tajadu ma. If you don't have the proper guidance or enlightenment or freshness, then keep on going with a high, lofty ambition or goal. وَتَيَمُّ سَعِيدٌ طَيِّبٌ طَيِّبٌ. Best, blessing, beautiful, lawful. Carry on. It does not mean the Quran saying take some sand and then put on your face. Already there, all these religious people, their faces are already dusty with the non-education of the Quran. And comply, amsu, your shining intelligence, bawadhukum, your intellectual power, use it. And the power of reasoning, vaidakum. Look, the Quran, they make this, twisted the translation of the Quran. Look, Quran is saying your intelligence and your reasoning is the main power. It's a hydrogen bomb. Use it. And Allah's law do not want to put you into la yajala alaykum. Now they leave Allah's law and this your Umrah, Hajj, it is a big problem for the Muslim. Economically, by all aspects. In narrowness, but he intends, walakin yurudu, purify your state of mind. Your mind should be clear about the Quran. Now 2 billion people, they are mentally ignorant of the Quran. They don't know the Quran. To complete waliyatummu, his blessing, ni'mat, the Quranic laws which he has given, he wants to make the society, he wants to establish the society based on ni'mat. Ni'mat means Allah's laws, these verses upon you alike. So this is the meaning of Kaaba. So now look, I think it's clear to you now what we are doing. This is the reason we don't have a result. So all this, circulation and this black stone is resward and all this black cloth and then washing with roses, it's all business. Open your eyes, open your mind. Thank you very much. And the second part of this will be after 2 days. So Kaaba has a 3 lecture. So I should give you all the information so that you should stop going to Kaaba, because this is royal family making money. These mosque people in USA, in Pakistan, and all over the world, it is their business. Thank you very much.